Christina's employer offered a 401k plan as part of a benefits package when she gets a promotion. She knows that the gross pay for the new position is $35,700 and she will be in a 15% tax bracket. Christina is considering a deposit of $125 each month, but she would like to see how much it would affect her net monthly pay, which is her take-home pay. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to start by saying, okay, if she makes $35,700 a year, we divide it by 12, and that will give us her gross monthly pay. So her gross monthly pay, when I divide those by 12, I'm going to get a value of $2,975. And when I multiply that by 0.15, because that's her tax bracket, I end up with $446.25. So each month she's going to pay $446.25. Now, in the next line, that first number is wrong. Because if you start with your gross monthly pay of $2,975 and you subtract your income tax of $446.25, then your take-home, oops, wrong button, excuse me, your take-home pay is, this number here, is $2,528.75. So, you know, her gross monthly pay is $2,975. We take out taxes, and she's going to bring home $2,528.75. Okay, so how will a 401k deposit affect that? Well, her gross monthly pay, we know, is $2,975. If she puts in $125, gross pay less contribution, that means we're going to take out the $125. So if I take $2,975 minus $125, the taxable income is now $2,850, because money that you put into a 401k is not taxed. So now to find the taxable income, or the taxes, that's a bad color. Let's find a different color that's better. $2,850 multiplied by her 15% in the tax bracket, and she's going to pay $427.50 in taxes. So if I subtract her taxable income of $2,850 minus her income taxes, I'm going to come up with a take-home pay of $2,422.50. So with the $125 contribution to 401k, she's going to bring home $2,422.50. So therefore, how much has Christina's net pay changed? So she was at $2,528.75. If she contributes, it's going to drop to $2,422.50. So that makes the change $106.25. Is it more or less? It's less. But if you think about it, she put $125 into her account, and her take-home pay is only reduced by $106. So that is a little bit different. So let's work with this. How much is her savings? This is talking about in terms of if she put $125 in and her take-home pay is only reduced by $106.25, that means she's really saving $18.75 by investing in her 401k. Okay, well, how else could we have figured that besides taking out those two? Well, her income taxes. Think about her taxes. If she paid $446.25 in taxes without contributing, and the other time she paid $425.50 in taxes, the difference there is also, whoa, one too many ones. The difference there is also $18.75. So whether I subtract, this is the amount that she invested, and this is how much her take-home was reduced, or you deal with her taxes, either way you come up with she saved $18.75. So if you want to pay less taxes out of your paycheck, invest in your 401k. You're going to take less money home, but you're also going to have that money later. Number 5. If she were to contribute the same amount to the 401k each month for 40 years, what would her tax savings be? And we're going to assume that nothing changes. Same salary, same investment, same everything. Okay, now we're talking about tax savings. We know tax savings, $18.75. So if she saved $18.75 per month, right? This is per month. Okay, well, there are 12 months in a year, right? 12 months in a year. And they said 40 years. So $1,875 a month for 12 months for 40 years. She would have saved $9,000 in taxes alone. Right? That's how much less she would have paid in taxes. Now that's over 40 years, but that's still a big amount. Okay, so let's say that Christina will contribute the $125 deposited into an account with a 3.75% APR. She plans to retire in 40 years. How much will she contribute? Well, she's contributing $125 a month for 12 months. That's a horrible looking 12. For 12 months for 40 years. So she will contribute $60,000 to her 401k. All right. Did Christina actually pay that amount out of her paycheck? And we're like, well, no. Because if you remember, her paycheck only reduced by $106.25. So if we're talking about how much this was her net change each month. So if we say, okay, multiply that by 12, because there's 12 months in a year, multiply that by 40 years, she deposited $60,000, right? That's what we found. This is how much she deposited. But this is how much I'm going to put lost in quotes because she didn't lose it. She just put it somewhere else. This is how much she lost in her take-home pay. So you can see there's that $9,000 of difference. Okay, what would Christina type into an Excel to find out how much she would have in her account after 40 years? Well, this is a 401k, so we're dealing with the FV function, future value. And if you remember from a previous page, we know that her interest rate was 3.75%. So 0.0375, we're going to divide it by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. It's 40 years, but she's putting money in every month, so that's 12 times 40, and she's putting in 125. So if you do that, that's what you type into Excel, and Excel will spit out at you $138,848.77. So if she puts in $125 a month for 40 years, right, which is $60,000, she will end up with $138,848.77. So how much interest did she earn? Well, if this is how much she ended with, and she only invested $60,000, everything else is interest. So her interest amount is $78,848.77. She made more in interest than she actually put in. So she more than doubled her money in 40 years in retirement.